Good morning, Utah Golf Radio, coming to you live today from the Tee Box in Centerville. We are here to celebrate the rampaging juggernaut that is Tee Box, and to make a big announcement about Tee Box and Utah Golf Radio. We are coming to you in partnership with Utah's leading golf organizations, the Utah Golf Association, the Utah Section PGA, Fairways Media, the Utah Golf Foundation, the Utah Golf Course Superintendents Association, the Utah Junior Golf Association, and First Tee Utah. I am Paul Pugmire, your host and the president of First Tee Utah. We're here with our co-host, Jan Brownstein. Jan, good morning.
Good morning, Paul. This is a very exciting day.
This is an exciting day. We are also here with Preston Unk, the, what's your title? The sheriff?
No, you got to give him bigger.
Sheriff.
He might be the county commissioner.
The grand exalted ruler of Tee Box.
The founder of Tee Box.
Founder of Tee Box.
Yeah.
The founder of Tee Box. And folks, this is a fascinating origin story we're going to tell you about. And we're also here with our longtime dear friend, Jordan Bloxham. Jordan, I think you're director of instruction, are you not? Here, what?
Director of instruction, director of golf.
Director of golf, yeah.
A lot of stuff here.
Yeah, Block's, of course, a member of the Utah Section PGA, Class A, longtime member of the Utah Section, Utah PGA, now on the team at Tee Box and in charge of the instruction at Tee Box, in charge of the golf program here, which really matters because it's part of what makes Tee Box what it is. And so I want to start with this, what Tee Box is and the origin story, Preston. Before I do that, let me mention quickly that this first hour of the show is presented by Salt Lake City Golf at slcgolf.com or Salt Lake City Golf app, and now is the time to use the app or the website to make your arrangements for your season passes. But we have an announcement to make about what we're going to be saying starting today, going forward forevers, when we introduce the show. And we're going to say, this is Utah Golf Radio, powered by Tee Box. Wow.
That's right. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Jan, are we unanimous here?
It flows so well. It just rolls off the tip of your tongue.
Utah Golf Radio, powered by Tee Box. We are so grateful, so honored to announce today that Tee Box is our title partner, our title sponsor here with Utah Golf Radio starting in 2025. Preston, Jordan, thank you. We are honored to be partnered with you.
Yes.
Preston, when you and I were talking earlier this week, setting all this up, I started asking you some questions about what I will refer to as the origin story of Tee Box.
Yeah.
And I can't get it out of my head. It's ringing in my mind. You took a really crummy situation for the nation, for the world. In the midst of COVID, like others, you found golf, but not like others. From that discovery, you created Tee Box. Tell us how this all got started.
Well, it was a perfect recipe, to be honest. In my career, we had just exited a company. We sold to a company called WeWork. It was a technology company.
Yeah, heard of that.
Yeah, and, it was an interesting time in WeWork as well. You go down a rabbit hole learning about their history, and I was right in the middle of it, where they're the rise and the fall. But they went to another tech company called Lucid. A great company. I was just in a seat that, when you're in a startup for 5 years and you just have to go crazy all over the place, and you're always wearing multiple hats, and it's a lot of an adrenaline rush every single day. And then you go to a very solid, secure, growing company like Lucid, you kind of feel like, oh man, like where did that energy that I was used to go? Not that Lucid didn't have the energy. They were growing at rapid scale. But then COVID hits and we're all home. And I have a neighbor who's retired, and he works a day on base at the course there, Hubbard. And he says, hey, you want to go golf? And I go find my golf clubs in my shed, my Nike slingshots. Okay, if you remember those.
Nice.
Okay, my brother played in the NFL.
Jordan, you're laughing.
He's got them. They're still in our UN location as a little token if anybody wants to use them. But just be ready. You'll add 20 yards to your game just like that. So you got to be careful. But no, so I found those, dusted them off, and went and played with a bunch of retired guys. And then they're like, "Hey, you should establish a handicap." And I'm 33 at the time, 34, and I knew what it was. I just never established a handicap, so I played the rounds necessary and had 19. And I'm like, being a competitive athlete growing up in other sports, I was like, I gotta get better. I was like, I gotta get better, right? Jan, I still want single digits, so I'm still on that hunt.
You should go see Jordan.
I know.
Yeah.
I should.
Yeah.
I should golf more.
It's
in this
been
business,
talked
right?
about.
Yeah, for sure. So really, I got the bug, you could say. And
don't I
And
get
happy
that?
house.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
I remember to this day the moment when I was a kid and my brain was just rewired.
oh yeah.
The instant that
Yeah.
I struck the middle of the club face on a 6-iron. I
That
thought,
still
I'm
happens
still
every
trying.
time
I'm
for
still
me.
trying to do that.
yeah, this is
Every
this
time you
is
hit one flush.
this is my life now.
That is weird.
Yeah.
It was,
So I
it
get
was a
it.
bug. And then you get the competitive side, and I joined the men's league, and it was like, this is fun. Every week I can work on something to get better, and so I went from a 19 to a 12, and then winter hit, and I was like, what do I do? Like, this is like, it was literally like
like
this,
being
this
cut
mode.
off.
Yeah, like seriously, I was hitting at mulligans up in Ogden in the snow. I'm like, I don't know where my ball is, which is sometimes good not to see
Mhm.
your ball, right?
Yeah, that's valid,
Especially when it's like
valid.
20
Depending on how it
degrees.
goes,
Yeah. But in my former life of athletics is also training, like in the gym and doing things to help my body progress. And so I was like, hey, we need a facility that has a gym, putting green, and simulators, all things that I needed to work on, right? So it was very selfish, like, to be honest. And got rolling on a location, and I just wanted 30 customers to help me pay rent. In the software world, you don't have to do that. You can start a business out of your basement and be connected to the internet, and you're good. And so it was a new concept